Hey friends, as promised, I am going to be recording all of my meals while I am on the 30-day vegan challenge. Um, the plan is then to move into 30 days of raw, um, followed by 30 days of juicing, then maybe 30 days of fruit. Back to 30 days of raw and then back to vegan. We'll see how this all goes, but I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm super sweaty from yoga, so thank goodness this is a YouTube video. You're not really here because I probably don't smell very fresh. But I'm starving and I'm ready to get dinner started. Turn on another light. So I am making quick quesadillas. Again, it's out of the 30-day vegan challenge book. And it calls for flour tortillas, hummus, chopped green onions, and salsa. So I used brown rice tortillas. They're wheat and gluten-free. It was a little bit hard to find tortillas that were not filled with corn syrup. They were all vegan, but they were all filled with corn syrup, which was a little bit frustrating. But I found these, the brand is Food for Life, and they were actually in the freezer with all the health food. So you can check that out. Put these back in my fridge. The other thing that you need is salsa. I bought organic salsa already made. I don't have the time or patience to make salsa at this point in my life. I just came home from a 13-hour day between school and work. Hummus. Again, store-bought hummus. Be great to make my own. It's not my reality right now. Maybe someday. And chopped green onions. Oh, green onions are not in my fridge. My onions are over here. This is a sweet onion. I'll use this onion. Need about a half a cup. So I am going to get better at filming. I will get better at filming as we go along. I will figure out how to do this so you can all watch and not get totally dizzy. So I have my onion, I have my cutting board. I'm going to stop and cut the onion. I'm not going to make you watch that, and we will resume in a moment. Okay, so I chopped my onions, and I need to get a half cup. So I'm just going to use a dry measuring cup and put those aside. And I'm doing a lot of cooking lately, so I chopped up a few extra, and I'm going to store those for the next meal. We can maybe use them tomorrow for lunch or dinner, hopefully. I also have some avocado and tomato and sprouts left over from lunch, so we'll have to think of something creative to use that all up. Okay, so I have my half cup of onions. I have my flour tortillas. I didn't have time to defrost them, so I just put them in the microwave for about 10 seconds on each side. So that defrosted them. And I need 1.5 to 1 cup of salsa, which is going to take most of this container, and it wasn't the cheapest. I think it would definitely be more economical if you could make your own. just not happening for me right now, but something to work up to. And my small measuring cup is in the wash from all the other meals I've been cooking, so I gotta use this ginormous. Okay. Now this is gonna be more than enough salsa and onion because the recipe makes 4 to 8 servings, and I'm not gonna eat that much. But I can put the extra back, and I just like to have plenty out for what I'm doing. Probably get rid of the cutting board. Okay. So, we are going to spread. Actually, I don't even need a knife. I will use this. We are going to spread a tortilla with 3 heaping tablespoons of hummus. I love hummus, so I'm going to use a lot of hummus. I'm going to have to buy more hummus. Okay, so I put the hummus on. And the next step is to place it hummus side up in a large nonstick skillet over medium heat. Now, I think we all know the dangers of nonstick. We probably shouldn't be using nonstick. My mother bought me a nonstick set a few years ago, and I, I'd like to say due to lack of finance, but it's what I make a priority in my life. Replacing the pans has not been a priority. It should be. I'm guilty. I have an electric stove, so it heats up really super fast. So I'm just going to, I'd love to have a gas stove, but I don't. So I'm going to place my tortilla in my nonstick pan. I am going to sprinkle it with chopped green onions. I used the sweet onions. For all of you with the refined taste, I'm sure you taste a huge difference between different kinds of onions. I mean, I know Vidalia is sweeter, but to me, an onion's an onion. Maybe as I start eating more whole foods and raw foods and vegan foods, I will taste onion difference. But right now, I just got what looked good in the grocery. We have limited fresh produce here, limited organic produce here. I live in the Northeast currently, and it's winter. It's February, so it's hard to find produce. Onions aren't exactly summer vegetables, but for some reason, my grocery just has like nothing in stock. And for those of you who live in California, our grocery store never looks like California. I just moved back from Los Angeles, and the fresh produce in the stores in LA was to die for. Never looks like that here, ever. Okay, so we've put our hummus pita in the pan on medium heat, and we've put onions, and we are going to put a thin layer of salsa. I'm using the same spoon. I don't really care if I'm contaminating hummus to salsa. If you do, grab a different spoon. Okay. Wasn't exactly a thin layer, but I like salsa. So now we're going to top that with a second tortilla. Okay. And we're going to cook until the bottom tortilla is warm and turning golden brown, which is going to be about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, this is my first time cooking this. This is not an instructional video, as much as it is me sharing my experience and my learning curve and my challenges and successes and failures with all of you as inspiration for you guys who are out there trying to do vegan diets. So I'm going to set a timer. Some of you might think that's silly, but I'm going to set my timer for about 4 minutes. It says 3 to 5, and I'm going to check on it in about 4 minutes and see how it's doing. So in 4 minutes, we will see how our tortilla looks. And hopefully. Okay, so it's been about 4 minutes. So I am going to, the top one's not that hot, so I'm just going to use my hand for support and peek at the bottom. And it is getting golden, so I'm going to give it a little flip. And now you just leave it on for a couple more minutes. The first side takes longer. 4 minutes got it pretty good. I don't know how well you can see that. It is a little bit golden, but not too overcooked. So I don't have a sense of time. And once I've cooked things a couple times, I just eyeball it because I know. But I'm going to set my timer again for like 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, and that should be about good for it, and then we can check it after that. Okay. I'm going to just see if I can peek at it. It looks cooked. I lost a little bit of my toppings along the way. Turn the heat off. So, should get out what I need before I start recording, so you're not watching me dig through my drawers, huh? I'm just going to use a pizza cutter. You can kind of wrap it up and eat it however you want to. I'm going to pizza cut. I mean, I could have used a knife. I threw my knife in the sink, and I'm just going to do it this way. Might not be the smartest way, but I did feel good today. I had both cups of juice I made this morning, and I had a big sandwich at lunch. I should have seen my gorgeous sandwich at lunchtime. So this is it. This is the final product. From what I can tell, it's going to be amazing. Woo! That salsa has a bit of a kick to it. It's a little hot. Clear my sinuses out. Anyway, so this is a quesadilla. Super simple. I still have plenty of onions and salsa out if I'm hungry and want to make another one. If not, just cover them and stick them in the fridge, and then I don't have to worry about cutting onions tomorrow or the next day or whatever. So enjoy your quesadillas, and good luck. Just so you know, it's amazing. Yes, it is February, and I still have a Christmas tree up. This is why I don't have time to make my own hummus or my own salsa. I haven't even made time to take my Christmas tree down. So anyway, I will see you guys in the morning for breakfast, or maybe later for vegan dessert. We'll see how the night goes.